What's up, fam? I was just sitting here driving. Oh, I forgot to ask you, how you doing? How you doing? Okay. I'm just sitting here driving. It's going to be like a 30-minute drive. And I was just sitting here thinking about why people get offended. People meaning me. Why do I get offended when people do things that have nothing to do with me, but it causes me to be uncomfortable? Why? Why do I get offended? So, for example, well, I don't know if I want to use that as an example because I haven't had the conversation yet, but why do we get offended? Why do I was just sitting here driving wondering, like, why are you offended? Why are you mad? Well, maybe not mad, maybe frustrated. My daughter said something to me today. She said, Mom, I think you're harboring feelings. You're harboring some resentment because you keep bringing up this particular date. You keep bringing up this particular date and this particular time in the past, and you keep saying it. So what's up? Do you have some unresolved issue? Do you have some feelings? And I think what it is that at that particular time, when there was a disagreement or a misunderstanding, there was never clarity. There was never closure. It was just, I said what I needed to say, you said what you needed to say. Nobody was really listening. Everybody was just talking. It got heated, it got unheated, it got loud, it got quiet. And I just find it challenging when I try to communicate with different people who don't want to communicate or don't want to listen. It's like, are you listening or are you just hearing? Because there's a difference. I can hear you all day and not listen to a word that you're saying, especially if I'm not present in the conversation. And we gotta quit saying this is how I've always been, because when do we grow? No, it's not how. If it's how you've always been, that means you're not growing, you're not evolving, you're not doing the work. You know, we all have work to do, that we need to work on ourselves, whether it's our patience, whether it's our anger, whether it's being able to just sit with yourself and listen to your thoughts, which I have been doing a lot of that lately. It's just sitting with myself, having fun and having time with myself. Myself in the car driving, myself in the backyard sitting in the grass, myself in the shower, myself just walking around downtown Seattle. I just been sitting with myself, but also being around people, because I like community. I love to be around community. So I was just sitting here thinking to myself and wondering, why am I offended? Or why do I feel like there's an issue? And why is it that if I want to take time for myself to just be off by myself in my little corner, in my room, whatever, in my own mind, in my own thoughts, working through my own things, that it has to be a problem for everybody else? I just don't want to be bothered. And I don't want to talk because I don't feel, or I know for a fact that when I do talk, people don't listen. So I don't want to talk. I just want to let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Or was it let it snow? Let it snow. I don't know. I'm just sitting here thinking, like, why are you offended? Why are you irritated? Why are you frustrated? Why do you need a break? Because we all need a break sometimes. Girl, your speed, the speed limit is 55 and you are going 65. I'm going to need you to slow it down. Yeah, I don't know. I was just sitting here thinking to myself, and it that we allow all of these internet sensations, we meaning me, all of these podcasters, all of these people who have no degrees, who have no life experiences, who don't even live in Seattle, get into our psyche or get into our brain or cause us to think crazy thoughts. You know, I don't know. I'm just sitting here thinking while I'm driving, and was just, you know, talking to God and just telling God, oh, I thank you. I thank you, because I am an overthinker. I create scenarios in my own head. I am working through being anxiously attached. I am working through not having to know everything, not having to figure everything out, not having to be in control of everything. I'm a Virgo, by the way, born September 18th. So, you know what they say about Virgos. I don't know a lot of what they say, but I know when I'm on social media, on my TikTok, I get a lot of stuff that has to do with Virgos. So anyways, all these relationship experts, all these parenting experts, half of them don't even got no kids, and all they want to talk about is what they would do. Well, until you have your own children, I don't want to hear about what you would do, because you don't know what you would do until you're in the situation. And it's like, I don't know, I'm kind of like just all over the place right now. But I just was driving. I decided to take a drive when I got off work. You know, it's really hot today in the Pacific Northwest. Currently outside it's 80 degrees, and 80 is hot. I like it to be 70, 75, but 80 is hot. So I don't know, I'm just sitting here riding in silence, in my brain, in my thoughts, in my head, and just I don't want to walk on the fence. I don't want to be frustrated. I don't want to take on other people's burdens. I can't help you if you ain't gonna help yourself. I choose to think happy thoughts. I choose to love me, love myself, love my family. And I choose to be present when I want to be. I don't know, I'm just sitting here having a lot of thoughts, and I hope that ain't the popo. Well, if it is, I was already going too fast. Well, it's not. Okay. Yeah. Why did we get offended? I got offended a few times in the last couple months, and I just didn't want to F with people right at that moment. I was just like, you know what? I've had enough of you. I've had enough of you. I had enough of you, and I just want to be by myself. And that's okay. Sometimes you just want to be by yourself. It's okay if you want to disconnect and just be by yourself. Work on you. You know, not everyone has your best interests at heart, and I confided in some people thinking that it was a safe space for me to just, you know, say what I was going through, and it turns out it wasn't, because it came back. It came back, and it didn't feel good to come back. So now I'm just gonna talk to God and my therapist. You know, I don't want to. If I'm going through something, man, God got me. If I'm going through something, God has given me the tools. He has given me the word. My ancestors are guiding me. You know, my grandma, she imparted so much in me. I talk to my dad almost every day, and I don't know, I'm just sitting here and I'm just rambling because I just have a lot on my mind, and a lot of nothing, a lot and a lot not, a lot and a lot not, a lot and a lot not. But yeah, man, I don't know, I'm just in my thoughts, and I thought I would turn the camera on and just record myself talking, you know. And None of us know the silent battles the next person is going through. None of us know the tears that may fall at night, the tears that may fall in the morning. And sometimes, maybe 50% of the time, we create our own storms, especially me, because I be in my head. And I create, not outcomes, what's the word I'm looking for? Not outcomes, but, not scenario, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. All I know is that when we can't get closure, or when things aren't going the way that we think they should be, maybe it's because they've always gone this way, maybe it's because society says it's supposed to go that way, but who says society is right? Who says? Yeah, I don't know. You know, I done been through some things, I done overcome some things. You know, I wasn't really a drinker or a smoker per se, but I just stopped on my birthday last year, September 18th. And then on what is this? We're in May. So April 3rd, I stopped eating sugar, refined sugars. I did a 30-day cleanse of strictly fruits and vegetables and grains. And I was detoxing my body of sugar, refined sugars, detoxing my mind of garbage, and just staying focused on great things, good things. You know, I may not have everything that I want, but I got everything that I need. I may not have whoever I want, but I have whoever I need in this moment. And I need to just be okay with that. So I'm working through some things. I'm currently in therapy, writing. Well, I finished my second book. I'm just waiting for it to get back from the editor. I'm looking for a illustrator for my children's book. I am going to release a book of poetry, and I gotta keep writing. I just have a lot on my mind. I would love to write like a fiction book. Yeah, just running my mouth, but man, God is amazing. Even when we don't know what's next. Even when the plan that we think we had turns out not to be the plan that is happening in the current time. God is still good. God is great. God is amazing. Life is great. Life is amazing. There are some people who didn't wake up today. And so the fact that you woke up and I woke up and we're able to see another day. I don't know where you're at, but it's sunny in the Pacific Northwest. And so, yeah, that's it. That's all. Have a great day, y'all. Bye.